Hello everyone, this is Lakshay from ZEX Media and today we have Jake over here. So hi Jake, how are you?
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's an honor to have you here. So how are you? How's your panel?
Today is day one, obviously, of ABC Conclave. It's been quite packed, as you can see here. Yeah, it's been a really great day one, and look forward to another great day two as well tomorrow.
Yeah, there's been a lot of upgradation and improving the regulations over here and the work of VARA, right? So what do you think about that?
So Vara has done a pretty terrific job thus far. I think that there's still a long way to go. I think we're also seeing that in a lot of other regulations like MiCA, and I think you're starting to see that same sort of Vara structure pop up in KSA, and so I think it's going to continue to mature as the market grows. So we've seen a lot of movement in terms of like RWAs and securitized token assets representing things like equity and real estate and commodities, and so I think the Gulf region in specific in terms of commodities, right? You think about the oil and gas business here, you think about everything that's here. Yes. I think we're going to continue to see a maturation of the industry, which will continue to drive adaptation of Web3 and bring in a lot of people who are not necessarily Web3 people. So but it's been terrific thus far, and look forward to more continuing great.
And what do you think about the next wave? When is going to come?
I think we'll probably see around 2025. I think as inflation continues, and we're sort of seeing a lot with poor economies and emerging economies around the world kind of moving more toward that Web3, right? We've seen, Philippines is the best example. Philippines used to be the second largest remittance market in the world, and now Philippines has dropped down to about the 11th largest because we're seeing so much USDT remittance transfers and we're seeing so much digital asset transfers. And so I think you're starting to see digital assets kind of take the center stage in terms of institutional finance. But I think our next really growth or moonshot, as you would call it, would be about 2025 when we start to see more of the economies start to collapse on their own currency and a reliance on digital assets that are more decentralized and global.
Great. I hope to see that blast very soon, right?
Don't we all, right?
Yeah. To the moon.
Right.
So, how's your overall experience about the Dubai?
Oh, Dubai is great. So, recent Dubai resident now. But yeah, no, Dubai is great. So Dubai has really made long strides in terms of, crypto regulation, tax structures, and so I think a lot of people like myself have really sort of embraced Dubai, and I think we're going to see a lot more continuation of that in the Gulf region. Like we're seeing it in Oman, we're seeing it in Qatar, we're seeing it in Saudi Arabia, but Dubai has really been, and much of the Emirates. I mean, you look at even places like Sharjah, which are now kind of moving into like allowing Bitcoin mining. And so I think we're seeing a huge explosion in the Gulf, and I think the Gulf really recognizes the value that digital assets bring to the economy. So hats off to Dubai and as well as a lot of the Emirates for recognizing what type of value we can bring to an economy. And as a digital space, recognizing the maturity of what we're doing outside of PFPs and scam tokens and rug pulls, but recognizing the real value. Companies such as Arbitrum and companies such as Polygon, who are creating real technology based off of Ethereum and other layer ones. And so I think it's always great. We always say understand what you're investing in, understand your exit strategies, but understanding the regulatory framework that allows you to participate in these, right? So example being Thailand, where they've really kind of moved forward on fractional investing with real estate. So understanding the economies you're investing in, understanding the products you're investing in, I think the space has really grown in that regard, instead of just buying the hype or the pump from that you're seeing on X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it. But I think there's been a huge maturation in the space, especially I think a lot of people have been burned, but we all look forward to that next moonshot. I think is always the goal.
And also Dubai has been, creating great innovations and providing the best of regulations to get it done, right?
Yeah,
so it's been a great stage.
Definitely. Yeah, I think you're seeing a lot of companies, especially on the institutional level, helping to create software and technologies that are leveraging blockchain technologies without actually having to understand blockchain. So, for instance, an example might be my mom or your mom, who doesn't quite understand how does blockchain work? What is the difference between a layer one, a layer two? What's a utility versus security? So, finding ways to leverage these technologies in a mainstream way that allow us to grow, right? So I think we're seeing it with companies such as like Scala Bank that are leveraging, blockchain for actual institutional finance wallets, or you're seeing like Chinese bank central currency like CBDCs, like the ECNY, right? Where we're seeing sort of like these creations of almost government-backed stable coins. And so I think there's going to be huge growth that we're going to see over the next 2 years as the products that we're building are becoming more stable.
Great. So thank you for all your
Absolutely. Thank you
insight.
so much for
It was
having me.
pleasure
Really a
meeting you.
pleasure. Absolutely.